That was the perfect time. I walked right back into my office as soon as the Dogelord coffee mug started going away. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Crypto Miguel here, coming today with a good morning, miners. How are you all doing? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing fantastic. Good freaking morning, guys. First cup of coffee of the day, and it tastes delicious. I look a little tired. Woo, man. Look a little rough this morning, guys. My fault. One should look better when on live stream, I suppose. But what is going on, CryptoPadel, Magic Lucky, Integrity Guy? What is up? What is up? How are you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well and fantastic. Chilling with your GTRs and your Integras. I'm pretty looking forward to the new Toyota GR that they're releasing. Pretty freaking cool. They're only releasing a very few of them though, which is kind of a bummer. But they do look beautiful. If you like hatches. If you don't like hatches, then you wouldn't like it. Or if you can't drive a manual, you won't like it. Because they only come in manuals. Yeah, man. That GR Corolla, man. That was a beautiful car. Beautiful car. GR Corolla Type R, man. And that, like, gunmetal gray that they got going on. Well, I wouldn't even consider it gunmetal. It's too bright. It's almost like a silver, but it looks good. Looks freaking beautiful. What do you think price tag is gonna be, Integrity Guy? I haven't seen price tags yet for them. They haven't released that I've seen. I'm thinking like 30 grand, 37 grand. The new Veloster was like 37, so. I have not watched that, no. I did see that, what is their name? Mighty Car Mods. They have a Yaris too, and they just modded it. But I don't know what the outcome of it was. But I did know that they have one as well. But that's the closest we'll see to like comparisons to what the engine will do, because that is the exact engine that will be in the Corolla. So 35 to 40ish. Yeah, I was thinking around like 37ish would probably be the upper limits. But man, yeah, nice car. Maybe one day. That was ultimate goals, but that car is coming sooner than I can have that much money in my possession. But yeah, beautiful car, beautiful car. Anyways, on to the topics from today, guys. Sitting here falling in love with this beautiful car all over again. I gotta thank for hatchbacks, guys. I'm sorry. Boom. Kaboom. Alright, guys. So, I thought the This was extremely interesting. I had to show y'all. I had seen that the B-Link, so I've used the B-Link mini PCs before, and they're pretty cool. They just released a new mini PC that's got like a Ryzen 7 4800U with it, right? It's like 8 cores, 16 threads, right? Pre-installed with Monjero Linux, which is very interesting, finding a mini PC that's actually launching with Linux out of the box. 16 gigabytes of RAM, 500 gigabyte NVMe SSD, and it comes like all built. And pretty freaking cool, right? But by far one of the best like ad layouts for this. And so there you scroll. Looks nice and pretty small, right? You got this picture. Then you got this picture. You know, compact size, easy to carry, Monjero pre-installed. And you get this. Like the most intense, full screen insert of an SSD and RAM. 10 out of 10. That's nice. I don't know if it's just because I have a new monitor that's like Ultra HD, but that's cool. This bought his wife the Ford Focus or the Ford Explorer ST thing rips. No more money left. I bet, man. Those things are expensive. It's intense. FAMC, what is up? And you get this, man, like that's intense. They did some good work with this. That's for sure. This thing can run a mean flux node. That's for sure. Take out those red bezels though and paint those blue, because you know flux is blue, not red. Really wasn't that bad. I think it was like 400, maybe 400 bucks. Yeah, 600 bucks. Dang. Should have bought it when it came out. It was like 400 and something. But nonetheless, pretty nice. Ford Explorer ST. Those twin turbo keys. I don't know if they're twin turbos inside of the Explorer. But guys, we got some packages. We got 1 and a 2. 3 packages. Gosh, my chair is extra squeaky this morning. So we'll go and riff on into this. What do I name? I'll just throw that right there. So we got a Team Group SSD right here. I don't know if it won't unblur it. Unblur it. Oh my gosh. It's gonna drive me insane. Always something. There we go. Now can you see it? Team Group SSD. Thanks Light for making it difficult. So yeah, got a Team Group SSD 512. I'll hide the plastic so that way it doesn't do that. But yep, got a nice little SSD. This is going to be for my main computer that I'm running right now, and I'm going to install the newer, since the new LTS editions of Ubuntu have come out. Now we got Ubuntu 22.4. Alright, and that is the newest release from Ubuntu, running the newest GNOME. And overall, looks rather nice. Codename Jammy Jellyfish. We looked at that. We looked at it last week on the show, because it was last week when it, or not last week, but the week before, basically when it came out. And overall, I am actually kind of intrigued by it. I've always liked Ubuntu anyway, so pretty cool. Nonetheless, whenever I was like, oh well, hey, this will actually work out, and I'll just throw it in the main PC, I would like to actually run it and test it. I would like to see if Green with Envy is going to fire up with a 3070 Ti and actually be able to overclock it and use it. That is an overclocking software in Linux, but this right here is the one that I got. Pretty basic, to be honest. Nothing special. It was on one of their Shell Shocker deals, and I was like, I could use it. And it was rather cheap. It was less than 50. It was like 20 some bucks, because it was 50% off on their Shell Shockers. Not bad for what it is. Where is... There's your read and writes. Very standard. It's nothing to write home about, but nonetheless, pretty cool. Now, alright, now for the next package. Yo, what up, Gummy? What nice price. Yeah, it wasn't really that bad. I mean, it was 51 like now, but it was like 20 something on Shell Shocker, which was nice. Now, the next thing is this. It is straightforward, simple. I'm just going to pull it up here on the screen so that way I don't have to fight with the blurring. Wireless weather station. So this is going to go into the well house. That way I can monitor the well house, temperature, moisture, all of that good stuff, as well as like just basic information. What is up, Keith? Maybe I can just know basic information of the well house, where the mining rig is. Okay. Okay. Yep. I mean, really nice little display. Will tell me everything that I need to know, and I can leave the colored display here in the office and be able to put the little bitty thing out in the well house, and I can know everything from inside the house. Is the goal. Nice. It's got its own little kickstand. Pretty cool little thing. There you go. It's a nice little screen. Not gonna lie. That way I know what's going on out there at all times and temperature wise. Like it takes a battery for the actual little bitty remote, and then the other one, how far away is the well house from where I'm sitting? Like very close from where I'm sitting. Yeah, for growing that crypto. Yeah. So the monitor can run off of a battery, like the actual display, or it looks like the monitor can take USB power as well. So you can plug the monitor into the wall, and the little sensor only takes batteries. So yeah, the well house where the miners are is very, very close. I think it was 60 meters is the distance. Yeah, nice little, just this little gadget, you know. Little gadgets are nice. Just to kind of help keep track. Just keep track of things a little bit more. Super FA. Oh yeah, those are really cool. This one was also on that shell shocker, and it was like 15 bucks. You know what I was thinking exactly. Yep, I got you, buddy. So yeah, it's about 43 bucks for this if you buy it now, but on shell shocker it was like 15 bucks. I always check out the shell shockers, because man, you never know what they can honestly have. You know what I mean? Like, there's a 1650 today, right there. It's a single card, and you get $40 off. So it's really, that's a $140 graphics card right there. Single fan 1650. If you needed something now, not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, you got those. Like, that's pretty cool. Full bundles. You know, sometimes there's not like really anything. Like today, there's not much. The RM1000 PSU isn't a bad deal. It's 159 bucks for 1,000 watt, and I love the RM1000s. It was definitely worth a shot. Yeah, it was worth a shot at 15 bucks. I was like, what? All right, done. Say less. We can go preview tomorrow's. There's a 3080 Ti Vision tomorrow. So at midnight tonight, this card will be on. This card will be on sale. Through the shell shocker. So usually shell shockers are anywhere from 25 to 75% off. Is where I've seen them hit. So that one's probably going to sit around 25% off, which is still not badly priced. Oh, gosh. So, anyway. There it goes. Why won't it switch? Now, for the last package. If you've been on DCA Venture, you know what this is. So, it is an adorable A2000. As you know, if you've watched DCA Venture, you know that we got some of these for the family mine. Some of them are with facility, but I actually got a few for myself as well to expand the farm out. These were actually the rest of the cards. I was gonna fill out the rest of Project Blackwing with the EVGA 3060s, but they've kind of gone up in price and they're not really worth it right now. So I don't know if I want to continue trying to find 4 more of those to slap into that rig to finish filling it out. But we ended up getting these for the facility, right? And I was like, well, the cost of these were pretty, it's pretty similar to what I was going to be paying. And yeah, so I ended up snagging the rest of the 4 of these and gonna be filling out the rest of Project Darkwing with these. So it'll be 4 EVGA 3060s and then 4 of these. It's kind of gonna be the plan as of right now. So that rig will consist of those 8 cards, and that's still running the RevTech. Hopefully the RevTech will read these. That'll all be depending if the RevTech can read this. If the RevTech can't read these, then we'll figure something else out, I guess. I don't know what, but figure something else out. These are the 12 gigabyte versions. Yeah, they are like extremely tiny, man. I was actually rather surprised whenever we got them and pulled them out of the box. Like literally, it's like the same size as my hand. Like quite literally. It's kind of funny. Yep, 12 gigabyte or 6 gigabyte versions. The 12 gigabytes apparently aren't as good. Now I would imagine that is actually because there's 6 more gigabytes of VRAM and still no power connector. So the card needs more power to idle. So therefore it wouldn't do as good, even like just theoretically, they pull more watts, so therefore you're gonna lose hash because the chips need more power. You're undervolting the card just by default because you have more chips. RevTechs, man, those RevTechs gave me a headache, man. I'm glad I fixed mine, but thing is a headache sometimes. I say it's a headache when it had an issue. It wasn't a headache, but otherwise they've been fine. They're easy to deal with. Yeah. Yeah. Crypto Badell, any updates on the family mine? So yes. Stay tuned tonight for DCA Adventure. Alright, so tonight me and Nim will kind of talk about it, but we're kind of doing a little switcheroo. Power company's kind of being a butthead. Due to some new legislation laws that have come into play here that are actually good for a business like us. The power company doesn't know what to do, is what I'm getting the gist of. They say they don't have enough power, but they do, and they know they do, because it depends on who you talk to. It depends on the answer you get. But I don't think they know what to do with the new legislation. Man, that was a hard one to say this morning. So that's what I'm assuming, is that they just don't know what to do. So while they're dragging their feet and making it harder for us to, okay, we have the power that we need for ourselves, right? But we want to expand that power, and we can, but they won't until they do whatever it is that they're doing. I don't know why they're taking forever, but they say they can't even give us more power, which we know is untrue. So I don't know, to be honest. So we're moving to a different spot inside of our spot. That makes sense. We got a cool landlord. That's all that matters. Who, what, where, what power? Yeah, basically. That's what I feel like. I just feel like I get the runaround. Here, talk to this person. No, this person sends you back to this person, and this person sends you to this person. And then that person never returns your phone call. So you just kind of like call the first person, and then they send their chain of command back through the line, man. And then you just, same spot. So we'll see. Next week's a new week. And we'll move forward as the week starts. Regardless, we have a plan B and C. But we have enough power for what we need, for what we want to use. But we can't expand where we're sitting. If we want to expand, it's not commercially zoned, it's industrial zoned, which is the problem, from what I'm understanding. That's what I'm understanding it of why it's such an issue. Is because we're in industrial. We're not zoned commercial. Technically. Processing. Yeah, you can't store data. As soon as you start storing data, they start asking more questions. But yeah, it's boiling down to it's industrial, so they have to be able to supply the manufacturers that are around, I guess, with power as well, and I don't know. So we got a cool landlord who is graciously letting us play ball. That makes sense. And we have access to more power than we have in the spot that we're in right now. But we got to move to the other side of the wall. Just around the other side of the building. But there is the 3-phase. Which I argued with the technician about. Because the technician came out and I told him that the 3-phase was like, say it was like, here's this false wall, right? I was like, it's right here, it's just on the other side of the wall. He wouldn't have that. He goes, no, your pole's out there on the back, blah, 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 blah. And I said, I know, but the box is right here. Like, I promise you. Like, it's here. And the guy wouldn't take it. Wouldn't take yes for that answer. He had to be difficult. I do have an electrician that works for crypto. He's a good friend of mine, actually. I do labor work for him, so I got that. Pays to know people, my man. But yeah, so that's kind of the situation. Because we needed the new meter dropped. And the new meter to be dropped is the issue. So they won't drop the new meter because of all of the issues that they're causing themselves. And then we have the power that we need for ourselves, but we can't expand past that. To expand, we got to go to the other spot. So that's where we're at. If we want to mine for just ourselves, we can do that. You know what I mean? Does that make some sense? Makes sense in my head. If we want to just mine for ourselves and not expand, we have to like sit where we are, because we're only limited to the power that's in that building. But if we move to the other side of the wall, we have access to 483 phase straight from the pole, which is like a megawatt of power. Hence the dilemma. It's a pretty easy dilemma to figure out what we're going to be doing. It's kind of obvious. But yeah, need to refill the coffee. Hold on. Ooh. I mean, Techman's an electrician, but is he a licensed electrician? It's a difference because it's a landlord, right? Like, we don't own the building, we're renting the building. We have to have a license. They have to be physically licensed in my state. So that's the way that has to go. If we own the building, I wouldn't mind it. I would hire Techman in a heartbeat. It's manufacturing. Oh. Our other side of the building sounds more sensual. Yes, it does. It's kind of an easy decision, is to go to the other side of the building, right? But that means we've wasted like 3 months worth of rent and putting some work into what we have. We've wasted that. But it wouldn't be a waste to get us that we like basically get the ideal spot. We just had to basically pay money to hold one spot to get the next, which sucks. Luckily, the rent is really cheap for the other spot, or for the spot that we're in now. But yeah, flipping over to the other side is probably what we're gonna do. Rent goes up, of course, but it's also like more than double the space. So double the space, quadruple the power, more than quadruple, but you know, because we already have like 200 amps, 220 there now inside of there, plus the 483 phase. So like, with an option to expand to the next spot. Like, this spot is like a long corridor of warehouses, and we can go to every single one if we want. But it's more than double the size. So, you know, like, but it's all warehouse. Like there's no offices. Like we don't have an office spot. You know what I mean? Like there wouldn't be a spot for an office. What's up, Chili? Good morning, my man. How are you doing? By the way, Chili, thank you, sir, for helping me facilitate getting these. You're amazing. Yeah. So, in order to expand at that location, we have to, like, move to the other side of the wall. Because they won't drop the meter because of the manufacturing BS. Because manufacturing and industrial. I don't get it, man. It's beyond stupid. So, it's kind of where we're at. Like I said, me and Nim will talk more about it tonight on DCA. But that is kind of the thing. Yeah, that rent is nothing in the long term for the right spot. I agree. Yeah, I agree. And the 3-phase and all that other stuff is already there. Like we don't have to wait for them. You know what I mean? So like now that we can't drop the second meter to expand, now we can just move to the other side and then just go because it's all already there. We don't have to wait for them to drop another meter. Because that's the whole issue, is that they won't drop the meter. That's the issue, is they won't drop it. Rewind like 15 minutes, Chili. We have a unique situation. So we know our rates for what we have and what we can run, but we're basically max. Like once we like pull the rest of the rigs in, like it's done. Like there's nothing else that can be put there, and that's a waste. We'll run out of, like we won't run out of space. And we can't add much more like power into that spot because it's tied into everything else. Yeah, your landlords are cool too. Yeah, landlords are super cool. Love my landlords. Landlordess. Cool people. What's up, Polaris? What's up, Dakota? Yeah, so in order to expand, we just got to move to the other side and get everything that we need with being on the 3-phase 480 and pumping out all that power. Our rates would be stupid cheap. Be cheaper than we have now because we can't pump as much power as we can compared to the other side. So it's beyond ridiculous. Red tape everywhere. That's what it feels like, dude. That's what it feels like, Gundy. Red tape everywhere. But that's okay. It's important to just keep rolling with the punches. Kind of like you were saying. Just to keep on rolling. Don't stop. But I want that we stop and like throw in the towel is the moment that we basically give up. You know what I mean? You won't get to restart from that. So we're just going to keep pushing forward and keep it on going. So as of right now, our rate personally is sitting around like 5-ish cents personally, like with our own stuff, if I'm not mistaken. But that also doesn't go through my personal power. Does that make sense? Cool landlords are cool landlords. Remember that. So, yeah, that's kind of where it's at. But right now we're pushing, I don't know, I think it's like 80 plus GPUs. Something like that. If I'm not mistaken. That's ballparking, because we have some that aren't up and running. I.e. like some that we got from Chile. Those aren't up and running yet. We're still waiting on the server cases to come in that are not in yet. That's the other dilemma. Trying to keep my cool, guys. Y'all know me, I'm pretty, that's like a collective though, Chili. I don't have that many GPUs. Not me personally. Like, at all. I think I'm pushing... Now I have like 4 more, so I can't say I don't have very many, because now I have a few more. But 10, 14, 15, 16. I have 16 GPUs. Literally. Like, not that much. I got 16 myself, and then I have like the 4 new ones that I gotta put up still. Yeah. Plus I have a couple ASICs and an FPGAs. But yeah, I don't have that many cards. This is the most, I wouldn't say the most cards I've had. I've had up to 20 plus cards before, but I sold all of my Polaris cards. Last bull cycle, excuse me. I just let that roll out. Yeah, I sold all of my Polaris cards way too soon. I should have kept them. But I also didn't have enough power. So, it is what it is. Can't look back now. What server cases? I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Server cases. They're from a mutual friend down in Texas by you. But yeah, not octominers. What inspired you to get a mining location? So we could expand. Me and him. He's running out of power at his house. I now have power in my house. I didn't used to have this much power. We just had this place built as of last year. So now I have power. But yeah. The only way that you're going to survive moving forward is like scaling. And if you want to scale, you're going to either scale at home or you're not going to scale at home. The location that we have found was just in a good spot and kind of just fell up in our laps. And like, we've been looking for a good spot for a while, but then this one just fell in and we're like, all right, let's go. Go time. So going full in, because we know what we want to do. We want to grow. And in order to grow, you're going to have to move out of a house. Or build onto your house. And I can't do that where I'm at. No HNT miners. No, not at the location, no. Maybe. Not right now, we don't. I only have a few Emirates cool spots, but that's it. I'm not looking to get more. Like HNT miners. I'll buy another BCU before I buy another helium miner. Which the pump came in, guys, and the BCU is running. Not running, but the loop is primed and like actually got it running and replumbed. There's a whole video you'll see on Monday coming out of that. But yeah, piece of hair was bothering me. I can see it. Super cool, man. I enjoy it. Yeah, we got ASICs as well, so that's kind of also the way that we are moving. And we want to help out the community because some people can't get access to really cheap power. And here in my state, we can get cheap power if you got to be in the right spot. Got to be in the right spot. Nice, so tell me the temperature that's inside my office too. Very nice. Curious how bright it is. The algae loop, yeah, man. It's freaking thing. Which state, Kindle? Okay. Whoa. That's cool. Wow. That's pretty cool, Gundy. That's interesting way of displaying information. It's not gonna focus because you know the blur, but pretty freaking cool. It says it's 45 in here, but I know, or that's 45% humidity. It's dry. Change the things. Is it touchscreen? Oh my gosh, it is. The bottom is a touchscreen right down here. That's interesting. Hmm. That's cool. Hmm. Pretty freaking cool. It's dry in here though. The power panel from the house. I'm curious to find out a safe way to see with the total draw from the panel. Yeah, they sell clamp meters, and you can clamp it around like the main input to the house. Don't touch them, but you can clamp around them and it'll tell you what you're pulling. It's just a clamp meter. Electrician's clamp meter. Where you want power. Where or what is your power? Oh, like what do we run our power on? Solar and wind. Sorry, I had to like reread that one. Solar and wind. It is 80% of our of our power, if I'm not mistaken. We do have some hydro power, but not where I am. I'm not close to the lakes, where the big dams are. Not anymore. I used to be, but not anymore. I'm close to a lake, but not a lake with a dam. Well, I say that, but there is one kind of close that is nothing but an electric plant on a lake. But I don't get power from them that I'm aware of. But they're not far away. What's up, Jim C? How you doing, buddy? We're just winding down here. Oh my gosh, that is so loud. Oh. Yay. It does change the Fahrenheit. It's 82 degrees in here right now. I think the market is about to vomit. Yeah, it's vomiting right now, man. I'm watching it. There you go. You can watch it too. Dang, 22 cents a kilowatt hour? That's terrible, Jim C. On residential, I pay around 7 cents, like right now. As I speak. In my residential home. But I am on a special rate that allows me to do that. Mine averages out. Normally it's 9 cents. But for 8 hours of the day, I pay like 4 cents. It's like 3 to 4 cents. And it's in the nighttime. They're called EV rates, which stands for electric vehicle rates. No, they did not check if I own an electric vehicle. That is, there's your tip and trick. Is to figure out if your electric company has EV rates. But yeah, that's the way it averages out. So, because like for those hours, I pay way less. So, in the scheme of things, it averages out. That's not bad, Jim. 5 cents is good, man. That's good stuff. Pretty freaking cool. Man, I like this little monitor, man. It's dry in here. It's 42% humidity. It's terrible. No other options either, yeah. Yeah, see, so like on my old electric company that where I used to live, I didn't get like any kind of like we didn't get no like special rates or anything like that. That wasn't a thing. This is something new that I'm learning myself. That this company is like not too bad. It's definitely worse. But do you guys have any other questions before we head out of here? Yeah, see, I live as a miner. Like, that is my full-time job, is mining. Even with a low amount of GPUs, you can still figure it out. Yeah. Sell GPUs now or wait? I ain't selling no GPUs now. Serpent will not be live today. If anybody's looking for Serpent, he is with our good buddy BBT, actually, from his postings on Twitter. So he will not be here today because he's having himself a good old time with our buddies. So no Serpent today. No Serpent today. That's right, yeah. He is hanging out with good friends. What do you think will happen after ETH goes to proof of stake? What do you mean? What do you mean what will happen? I mean, the blockchain will keep going. I don't know, like, specifically for Ethereum mining, you won't be able to mine Ethereum anymore. Things are going to keep on going as they are. ETH price would probably go up, I would imagine. ETH price will definitely drop once they release people to be allowed to, like, withdraw their ETH from the 2.0 contracts. Which will be possibly another year after the merge happens. So for a year, people won't be able to sell the Ethereum they have locked up in validators and staking. Now that will cause the Ethereum price to go up because there's no more minting. You know, that Ethereum won't be minted per mining blocks anymore. So theoretically, the price should go up. Gas price could technically go down because of the way that some of the proof of stake chains work. A lot of them have super low gas. You know, Polygon and Binance Smart Chain or BNB. I wouldn't consider Avalanche in that category, but Tron's relatively cheap. Solana's cheap. All of those proof of stake algorithms, their gas fees are low, so it's possible that your gas fees could be lower because of the way the chains work. I don't know that for sure, and they haven't stated whether or not that would be true. But yeah, a container to mine once proof of stake happens. I mean, to be honest, a lot of, like, the small at-home miners may not mine anymore. Like, that'll be it for them. There might not be a coin profitable enough for them or for some people to keep going. You know what I mean? Like, just the reality of that fact, because Ethereum's doing that, right? And it's not like directly, indirectly their fault. You know what I mean? Like, it's their fault for going away from proof of work. But yeah, I don't know. It's real touchy. It needs to happen, to be honest. Like, they need to go proof of stake. They've needed to do it for a while. This kind of is what it is. Because as a mining protocol, their protocol is not doing well as a mining consensus. It's like they got ready to merge too fast. It's kind of like what it, it's like writing the contract and getting it prepped to merge ultimately hurt the contract because they never merged, or they never went proof of stake. So it's like they got too much working against them to continue for proof of work. I don't really care for Ethereum personally. The way they went about everything is like backwards. Yeah. It's real hard to say how many will quit, but it's going to boil down to, like, if they only have, if they can't mine a coin that is profitable enough for them to keep going, they'll quit. If they can't figure out how to not use an ice hash, they'll quit. Like you're saying, a lot of people just mined ETH because it was easy. It's straightforward, you know what I mean? Everybody's mining Ethereum. But yeah, Sebs did do a good video on it. Is Raven mining away? Nice. I mean, I don't mind just Ethereum. I mine Flux too. And of course, ASICs, they don't mine Ethereum. Well, not the ASICs I have, but the FPGA doesn't mine Ethereum. Like, there's more than Ethereum, but it's going to be a lot of deciding factors. That is a 100% personal choice at this point. Once that happens, a lot of people will have to focus or change their focus of mining and not go from mining for profit anymore, and you need to be mining for potential profit or long-term gains, holdings. Yeah. Yep, he did. Alright guys, well, I gotta be rolling out of here. I gotta head to the bank real fast before it closes. So, I got to get going and doing that. And then, yeah. It'll be a live stream tonight on DCA Adventure, of course. So make sure you are subscribed to DCA Adventure for whenever me and Nim go over the full details of, we'll kind of sit there and talk about the mining facility and the plan moving forward. So stay tuned for that tonight, as well as stay tuned for Monday when the video drops of me like redoing the full FPGA loop. It was an interesting battle. It took longer than expected. Yeah, I gotta finish editing down some of the video and speeding up the process because it took me like probably 3 hours. The video itself, because I paused at some points while I was struggling doing some things and like figuring things out and taking a break, it was like 40 minutes. So you still got to speed up some of the cutting tube and, finagling stuff, but that's it, really. So that's the plan for that, coming out on Monday here on the channel. So make sure you are subscribed here to the channel. I would appreciate it, as well as go ahead and like this video, share it with people. I would appreciate it. Head over to the Twitter and retweet it out. I would appreciate that, guys. We are starting to pick up pace here on the channel, apparently. Getting more and more subs, literally. So I appreciate all of you that are subscribing and engaging with the content. It really does mean a lot that the channel is growing. I got tons of stuff that I'm trying to make content for and get going, as well as like trying to work on the family mine, as well as my own personal stuff that I do for side gigs and everything. So stay tuned for that. Of course, this channel is mainly just for the mining, so a lot of the extra stuff will be starting to post for like DCA Adventure, and there's a lot of stuff coming out there here shortly. So if you are a part of the Patreon, there will be a Patreon call this Sunday, so as of tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central in the DCA Discord if you are in the Patreon. All right, there are a bunch of stuff coming that I would like to talk about there in that call. So if you are in the Patreon, please make sure you are going to be there for that one. It will be recorded for those that are that physically can't be there or are in a different time zone, because there are people that are across the pond that are sleeping while we're doing that. So you're all amazing, guys. I love all of you, and I'll see all of your stinking faces Sunday or tonight, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good rest of your afternoon. Stay frosty, keep on hashing, and I'll see y'all next time, guys. Have a good one.